Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, I know that I've been taking quite a bit to upload some videos. Well, let me explain what's been going on. Today is a what if video, but quick disclaimer, what I've been doing, I've been downloading some new pictures, new images for the what ifs in the probable future. So yeah. So I've been downloading some new pictures and stuff. That's why I haven't been posting a lot of videos. But today, I think to make up for this, I think I am gonna give you. I'm gonna try and make this video 3 hours or 2. I think I'm gonna make it 2 hours. But yeah. I know that you're not here for me to talk and talk. You just want me to get straight to the video. So I'll give you what you want. Here we go. Welcome to this what if. This what if. What if Naruto was a full Uzumaki and was a genius? The genius levels are around Tony Stark levels of genius, maybe even higher. But yeah, we start off with Naruto. Naruto is running away from the villagers, calling him names and stuff. So yeah, when Naruto goes off and does a lot of things, engineering stuff. He's a very bright boy and very smart. He's been doing a lot. Ever since his life began, he would always wonder why. Why would this have to happen to him, of all people? He regularly asks this question a lot. He would ask, why him? Why me? Why? So yeah. So we cut a little bit backwards, back to the past. A little bit. Not too much, I'm not going to explain a little bit about the past, what happened. But everybody knows about Uzumaki being destroyed by other nations and Konoha. So yeah, they wiped out the records of the Uzumaki clan. Almost like they never existed. Oh, and if I sound a little different, that's just my throat, and yeah. If I sound a little bit different, that's just my throat. I think I need to drink some water real quick here. Hang on. And I've been seeing a lot of you guys haven't really taken my suggestion, telling me a little bit about yourself. All I've seen in the comments is just one guy saying what he likes. And I gotta say, man, your likes? They're cool. Sweet tea and I think it was pizza, I think. Pizza and sweet tea. Nice pick. Sorry, just had to clear my voice a little bit so I can get this what if started. So yeah. Anyways, we see Kushina Uzumaki and Minato Uzumaki. Yep, in this one, Minato is a Uzumaki instead. You can probably make up your own storyline of why. Minato was born as an Uzumaki. You can make up your own storyline in your own head. But I'm not here to discuss about that much. But I'm just here to explain what's gonna happen. So, as you know, Uzumakis are well known for their chakra plenish or their reserves of overwhelming chakra, and they are masters of Fuinjutsu. I think that's sealing jutsu, right? So I don't know. Someone down in the comments, someone tell me, does Fuinjutsu equal sealing jutsu? Because I think that's the Japanese name for it, sealing jutsu or whatever. Just sealing in general. So yeah. So they were Fuinjutsu masters, and they know how to do a lot of seals. And in this, Kurama's, uh, what was it again? 8 triogram seal? Yeah. And in this, the 8 triogram seal is going to be a little bit tougher and stronger to break. So yeah. So, hang on guys, gotta go do something. Also, I got my food in here with me inside my room. Got my noodles, my chicken burgers, and I think I'm gonna start eating them down just a little bit here, but I'll get back to you. I just gotta go pee, maybe get a drink or something, but I'll be right back. Alright, everyone, I'm back. God damn, my voice is weird today, or tonight, depending on where you are. And I usually do my videos when it's like at 100% charge on my phone, so that's another factor that I gotta keep in mind. I don't usually record when my phone is at like a different percentage, like 50 or something, because I don't get long enough on my phone, so yeah. Battery dies a little quick, but yeah. Anyways, back to the story. Kushina Uzumaki and Minato Uzumaki record a message, or seal away a couple of things. These things being a scroll or a message inside a scroll. What else? Some other things. Kushina had a necklace. It was a golden necklace with a red crystal embedded on the necklace. This necklace had a very special perk to it, which you'll find out in the future. Minato left behind his jutsu, and Kushina as well. She left behind the Uzumaki adamantium chains jutsu, or the Uzumaki chain jutsu. She left behind that and a couple other things. So yeah. So after this, they would seal it away with inside a seal that protects them both from corroding away. So yeah. Hang on guys, gotta do something real quick. Okay. Here we go. Ah. Ah. This here. Ah, man. So yeah. So anyways, yeah. This is what Naruto would look like in the later years to come. He has red hair, blue eyes. So yeah. And since he's an Uzumaki, in this universe, I'm gonna make it where the aging process for Uzumakis are a little bit extended. So yeah, the Uzumaki lifespan is about 60 more years when you reach the age of like 69. 69 years old, your life is extended an extra 16, an extra 60 years. So yeah. Or no, when you reach 56, your life is expanded to an extra, I would say around, darn, an extra 10 years? Yeah, there we go. An extra 10. So yeah, once a certain Uzumaki makes it to around 50 or around 56, their life would be expanded by an extra 10. So yeah, they're gonna live a pretty good life, and so on and so forth. God, what is up with my what is up with my voice today, man? But yeah, anyway. So anyways, after they were done with the message, they they put it away and all of that happens. The Nine Tails get seals away within Naruto, the whiskers appearing on him. Or no. I think when the whiskers appear, they were born with them, I think. Yeah, maybe. But yeah. Anyway, uh, man, I'm trying to think of a lot of things of what to say here. I should really have prepared for this a little bit more and thought out of the story. But hey, I'm just going with what I have so far. That's how I used to play. That's how I like to play a lot of my what ifs. I'm just going with the flow. I don't need to write a story beforehand. I just need to go with the flow. But yeah, anyways, now we cut back to the future. Naruto, or the third Hokage, would come by delivering his money to Naruto. Here's this month's rent. You know, doing that whole process, and then he asks the question, "Hey, old man, please tell me, who are my parents? Who are they?" Hiruzen, Naruto, I've said this before. They were war heroes and died in combat. I don't care about that. Just please tell me who they were. What were their names? No, Naruto. If I told you, you wouldn't have liked the message of what I was going to say. When you're older and you're more wiser and better at understanding why, then I'll tell you. Okay. Anyways, Naruto, I'll see you later. Fine. See you, old man. As Hiruzen shuts the door, Naruto, looking down at the floor in saddenment. And in this, since he's like a full Uzumaki, he would take this to heart. He would get smarter. A lot of people say that he can't do a lot of things. He says that he doesn't care if he doesn't. Sooner than not, he'll prove them wrong one way or another. If it's not now or then, he'll prove them one day. Hang on, guys. Gotta take a bite of my food before it goes cold. Hang on. So yeah. as things progress, Naruto would get um smarter. Ugh. He would get pretty smart by this point. So yeah, Naruto would get a little smarter and better at certain things. So yeah, after this, darn, I'm just gonna cut through the whole thing. You can imagine Naruto being smarter, being faster, being stronger, and everything else. What a typical what ifer would do to make Naruto stronger in a what if. He would have him train through this intense training trip or whatever, whatnot, training by himself, training throwing kunai and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, as Naruto would go on and progress through the school, so yeah. Um Hopefully I can get this to 1 hour or two. So after Naruto would we would do a time skip. There we go. We would do a time skip. Then Naruto would be 10 years old. Naruto would be 10 years old, and after this, he would. Hmm, yeah. So he was at the age of 5. We skip 10 years, or in the future, time skip. He'd be 10 years old. So yeah. Through this time skip, Naruto would have gotten stronger, did outrageous training, and chakra exhaustion training. Training his chakra reserves, expanding them to exponential rates. He has several times more chakra than needed for anything. His chakra reserves are able to hold, I would say, 20% of the Nine Tails power before overloading. And his chakra reserves for his chakra is equal to about 30% of the tailed beast chakra. His reserves are equal to 30% of the Kurama chakra. But yeah. Oh, gotta eat my noodles before they go cold. So yeah, if you hear any noise in the background or any like slushing, slapping sounds, that's my noodles. Yeah. Hang on. So after this, so yeah. Uh, so as Naruto would go through this horrendous, I think that's what you say, how you say it? Horrendous? Yeah, there we go. Horrendous training. Expanding his chakra reserves to what they were. Getting stronger physically. You know, doing the Saitama workout, but not as crazy as he gets older. As he gets older, it'll get to 100. Right now, he's doing like 50 of every push up. He's doing 50 of everything: pull up, curls, deadlifts, strongman tests, lifting a rock or a boulder or a chunk of rock, I should say. Seeing how long he can hold a certain pose before giving out. Yeah, he would see how long he could last holding the weight before his muscles gave out and he would just drop it. So yeah, after that, after this entire training, he would test his might against some of the Onbu, against the third Hokage's Onbu. He would test his might against them. One of the weaker ones, anyways. He would instantaneously beat them, and yeah, he would instantaneously beat them within a second. Everyone that was inside the arena who were cheering for the Anbu and booing at Naruto, saying, "Oh, he'll never do it. He's a demon brat. He'll never be strong." You know, the usual shtick in other what ifs, where they just boo at Naruto and just, you know, just like, "Oh my god, yeah, yeah, slap him in the face. He's a demon. He's a demon. Get him out of here. Call him a call him a demon even though he's more stronger than the fifth Hokage and the first. Call him a demon even though he's a god. Call him a demon when he's this overpowered." You know, that doesn't make sense, to me at least. If you're calling someone that is up to the strength of a god a demon, there's gotta be something wrong with you if you're calling someone that powerful a demon brat and trying to antagonize them. Because you're just asking to be killed right then and there. Yeah, of course, this would happen, but after that, showing off his strength and power, a lot of the civilians would be scared shitless. Like, they would be scared, but most of them not wouldn't be. So yeah. Wait. So yeah. Anyways, I can't talk when I'm eating. I think I'm gonna pause this for a little bit and eat what I got. Then I'll get back to you after when I'm done a considerable amount of my food. So yeah, I'll be right back. Uh, well, I got like 6 chicken burgers and now I'm down to 2.5. So yeah, I'm a pretty hefty guy. If you catch what I'm saying, you catch what I'm laying down. You catching what I'm throwing. So yeah. And also, press G down in the comments if you're pretty hefty as well. But yeah. Anyway, as Naruto would show off his skills, Haruzen wondering where was he all this time? Let me explain. All of this time, Naruto has been in the Forest of Death. He's been within the Forest of Death for quite some time. He's been living in the Forest of Death for about all of that time skip. Keeping his guard up, making sure no one and nothing attacks him from behind, front. So yeah. After that, Naruto would. Man, I cannot think of anything to say. My god. Huh. So, yeah, ugh. Oh, sorry. So, yeah, spent most of his life inside the forest of death, not coming back to his apartment. Throughout this entire journey, Hiruzen Sarutobi would have had Anbu looking for Naruto. They say that he would not find them. Or no, strangely enough, Kakashi Hatake would find Naruto inside the forest of death, where no one would be looking for him, since a lot of people would say, inside the forest of death? Oh, he'll be dead within a week before you even have a chance to find him. Even if the slightest of chances that you do find Naruto in the forest of death, he would be most likely dead by the time you find him. That's what a lot of people would have said, but Kakashi doesn't take those answers. In fact, he would rather go and see for himself. After doing so, he would find Naruto still living, finding what he's been doing. Suddenly, Naruto would go right up to a tree. At this time, Naruto would be around 6 years old. 6 years old in the academy. He would be doing strange things. A lot of people would see electricity sparking from his desk for some reason. A lot of people would ask him, or not many people would ask him what he's been doing since they've seen like electricity sparks come out of his desk. He would just wave them off, saying, "Oh, I was just practicing a little bit of a jutsu that I've been trying to create." Then they would laugh it off, saying, "Haha, you're so useless, you can't create a jutsu." Oh, how that irony would come to pass. Oh, how that irony in their words would come to pass. So, yeah, Naruto would be playing around with some technology, technological advancements. I've already given Naruto a bright mind. I've given him some ideas. My avatar has interfered with this world many times before. As one of the times my avatar has encountered Naruto, and here's what he looks like in this universe. This would be my avatar. Everyone knowing who this is from Baki. Spoilers, if no one has seen the manga or the anime, please go watch it. I recommend it. It is tremendously good, in my opinion. This is Miyamoto Musashi, the greatest swordsman to ever live. And in this world, that's true. My avatar is Miyamoto Musashi, and I will live up to Miyamoto's expectations. My sword arts would be unmatchable by any known means. I can cut anything with my sword at my hip. I need no armor. Since the armor is useless, I would say to myself, as the high and mighty Miyamoto would, saying that armor is useless in the art of war. So yeah, so yeah, I would wear the usual slippers. The usual slippers of the time age that Miyamoto would be in. Some bamboo slippers made out of weaved corn things or whatever. But yeah, those are what the slippers are made of, I believe. And the outfit that you see Miyamoto wearing. Entirely the outfit is blue. My hair flows in the wind. And this is what I look like when I get into my stance. I spread my legs out, putting my hand on my sword on my hip, putting one hand on my thigh, and smiling of the expectations of the battle ensuing. So yeah, as legends have been told of me about Miyamoto Masashi, people would be fearing me for my legend. So yeah, enough about my character and everything that I've been doing. So yeah, my character has already interfered with me with Naruto a couple of times actually. By this time, I would be around my 30s. Some gray hair would start to form on the sides of my eyebrows, going from bottom up. You know, the usual gray hair going bottom up, starting with the sideburns. Actually, if someone were to have a beard, I think it would start from the beard and then go like sideburns up or from the chin up. So yeah. As you would see my little speckle of hair on my lip and on my bottom lip and chin, this is what I would look like. When people say, "Oh my God, it's Miyamoto Masashi, the legendary swordsman." So yeah, people would rush up to me about my adventures. Not a lot would have happened, of course. So yeah, as when I'm walking through Konoha, a little boy with red hair and whiskers would bump into me as I was closing my eyes and walking. As usual, the samurai character would do. They would be holding a pipe in their mouth and they would close their eyes and walk while having a straw hat on top. And this is what I would have for an outfit in Konoha. This is the outfit with slippers. Or no, not slippers. Yeah, slippers. And then like a robe over this outfit, a robe over it. I would say the robe or kimono, I think you call it, or a Japanese, whatever you call them, kimono or something. But yeah, that's what you would call them, I think. So yeah, a black one would be fitting over this, and my sword would be canted upwards. So yeah. And then I would have a straw hat over my head, covering my eyes. Just a little bit, you know? The straw hat overshadowing the eyes. So yeah. And yeah. After this, I would say to Naruto, "Are you lost, boy?" As I would raise my eyebrow, looking down on the kid. Uh, no, mister. I'm sorry. I wasn't watching where I was going. Huh. Well, This is not the first time this has happened. Not a lot of people pay attention where they're going, so I forgive you. Just make sure next time that you're watching where you're going, kid. A lot of people get into accidents by doing that. Okay, thank you. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Huh. Say, what's your name, kid? Uh, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. Uzumaki? Huh. Now that I look at you properly, I guess you are an Uzumaki. What do you mean by that? That's just my name. It doesn't have any. Listen, kid. Whoever you think you are, let me tell you this. You are from a clan. A clan? Yes, you're from a clan. Your clan's name is Uzumaki. And the Uzumaki are well known to have red hair and overwhelming chakra reserves. So, my friend, when I look at you, all I can see is an Uzumaki, and I can feel the chakra reserves. They're gigantic. You just haven't unlocked your chakra reserves yet. But when you do, you'll have massive chakra reserves and abundance of chakra. So yeah. So as Naruto would begin to say thanks for telling him that, I would say, huh, no problem, kid. See you around. As I would begin to walk off, Naruto running off in the different direction. I would be walking around, looking around the shops, everyone bowing in respect, knowing of who I am. They would bow to me in respect, knowing that I took on armies of abundance, of millions of men being cut down by my sword. Millions and millions and millions would be cut down by my sword by my own hands and skills. That accustom Miyamoto Masashi thinking. His pride of his sword, the art of battle, death, all of that. I've seen it firsthand. And my lifespan, about 100 years or 200, I think. Yeah, 200 years. I've been alive for 60. So I got a long life ahead of me. So yeah, I've been living for most of all of these years. Hang on, gotta take another drink. Ugh. Hey guys. Ugh. Ugh. So yeah, a lot of people would know who I am just based on the looks. When everybody saw that Naruto bumped into me, they were looking at him in pure disgust and absolute anger that Naruto disrespected me in such a manner. But once they saw I started talking to Naruto like as if though it wasn't a problem, a lot of people would start asking me why that he would take pity on that kid. I would look at them all strangely. What's wrong with that kid? I see nothing wrong with the boy. All I see is just a boy. Nothing more, nothing less. What's wrong with it? So yeah. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, as Naruto would start looking for a certain thing, he would be doing research about the Uzumakis. Suddenly, he would discover a weird thing. He would discover about about a loose floorboard in his room. He started wiggling this floorboard. He would start wiggling the floorboard, and suddenly he would suddenly open it or start tugging on it and then opening it. So yeah. My god. So yeah. So yeah. When Naruto does this, or yeah, when he opens the floorboard, he would find a ceiling scroll. He would open it. He would open it, seeing another scroll and a few other things of jutsu. He would open the scroll first. Suddenly, two chakra ghosts, or a message written, would be start to read itself. As we transition from the message being written by a hand, this hand being Kushina. So yeah, Naruto would see it being written. As it says, this Naruto Uzumaki. If you are reading this, well, I am your mother, Kushina Uzumaki, and your father is Minato Uzumaki. As he would read this, he would say, Minato Kushina Uzumaki, the fourth Hokage, and his wife are my parents. Uh, uh, all this time. Why? Why? Why would old man Hiruzen keep this from me? As he would ask this question, as it starts to say, me and Minato love you with all our hearts. But if you're reading this, we are dead. We have been killed by the Nine Tails. And you are the Nine Tails container. At first, I didn't want you to be the Nine Tails container. But yeah. So yeah. So yeah. Naruto. It would say a lot of things, but mostly it would say about the Uzumaki clan and what they were. What they were. He would read about the Uzumaki clan and what it was about. It was about a clan that was so powerful and so vigorous. They would be known as the Sealer clan, or the Demon clan, as most would suggest. So yeah. So he would read it, saying, "Our home is Uzushio Gakure. There should be a boat there." Hang on, gotta take another bite of my chicken burger. Oh my god, I feel like I'm doing an ASMR while eating food. So yeah, um, yeah, Naruto would read about the Uzumaki clan, saying if he ever wants to go there, he can. No restrictions are put on him for not wanting to see his clan. Her saying when she was only 6, she remembers that 100 members of the Uzumaki race left Uzushio Gakure previously before the day happened. That tragic end. The tragedy of the Uzumaki race ending. They would read about the Uzumaki race. So yeah. Ugh. And guys, gotta go take a leak. Hopefully I won't be too long. Alright, and I'm back. So yeah, let me explain about the Uzumaki and why that there is so many. Originally there was around 1 billion. 1 billion Uzumaki died with that night. The day previously before. The Uzumaki decided that they would expand their reaches and decided that 100 members would move to a single spot. Mostly women and mostly women and like 10% men. So a good number of women left. Most of the Uzumaki were primary men and women. Primary were men and secondary were women in the medic field. I'm not being a womanizer or whatnot, but that's just how it is and what I made it. But in this, that's gonna change just a little. So in this, primary is now women. They've been fending for themselves. Most groups of women are protected by the men mostly. While the men go out, the women do whatever, protecting themselves, teaching each other new tactics, and seeing what the boys have taught them to protect themselves and whatnot, self-defense. So yeah, and I forgot to mention, all women Uzumaki have already learned the basics of the Uzumaki chains. So they had a fair amount of good defense already, but adding on top of that with other jutsu, they have just become massive powerhouses. But yeah, that's how it is. Uh, yeah. So when Naruto hears this, saying that there are 100 Uzumaki left, and that number has increased ever since they left, like that number has increased dramatically. Some of the men, like 10% of the men, have been, having some nights with some of the Uzumaki women, having some nights, fun times, drunk, you know, that special night when you get a little too tipsy and you go in a yeah, you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about and you know what I'm talking about, wink wink, props to you. So yeah, that number of Uzumaki has increased dramatically since they know that they have to keep each other in line and they know that family is important. So once all 10% of the Uzumaki men realize what they've done, they decide that they'll pull together their own Uzumaki group and protect each other. Since that there are not many men anymore, since the day after they left, they heard the destruction of Uzushiogakure and found out like maybe 5, maybe 10 more men escaped before the destruction. But they were sent out on a mission, so they go out to find that other another 10% of men, of Uzumaki men. They go out and find them stranded on some God knows where, on some island. Originally, Uzushiogakure was going to be the village hidden in the rain, or shall I say, Rain Village? Yeah, that's where Nagato is. Originally, the village in the rain was going to be Uzushiogakure, but they changed that thanks to the other 10% men trapped on that island. So now that they were trapped, and the other Uzumaki group with mostly women and 10% men came over there, they decided to say that this is their new home. They go back to try and find Nagato's parents. When they do, they ask to come with them. They've established a new home base, a new temporarily home base until their old home is fixed. They say that they'll stay there, and yeah, you could probably assume what's going to happen to them in the future. So yeah, the Uzumaki group leaves them there, and that other 10% of men Uzumaki have their night with the other half of the women Uzumaki, and they make their own family. The other half of men, the other 10% men, are taking care of the other half that was with the women Uzumaki previously. They're taking care of their children since they're under a restriction or like some law where they can do the deed because they have to keep their clan going. So they did the deed quite a bit and they had a lot of children. So the other 10% of Uzumaki men take care of the other 10% previously the that were with the women. They take care of their kid and added on top of that another kid. So yeah, they have quite a big number of families. So yeah, that's how it goes. So anyways, hang on, gotta take another swig of my juice. I feel better. So yeah, as when Naruto, hears of this, thinking of how long the time has passed, that number has skyrocketed. There are a confident number of Uzumakis left, around 400. Yeah, since I said the Uzumaki, or no, the Uzumaki lived a long time before Naruto was born. So this happened quite a bit ago. So technically speaking, having this much time to rebuild the clan would ultimately leave you with This is just a shot in the dark. I'm not like having anything accurate of time. This is just a shot in the dark in my guess. But if you're given that amount of time with the Uzumaki and the men, the women, and the previous, like, Uzo Shiogakure was destroyed way before Naruto was ever born or conceived as a child. It was destroyed the second Kushina was taken. Or no, the day after she was taken to Konoha to be the new vessel. So yeah, so the day before Kushina was taken, the 100% Uzumakis left. Then after that, another 10% left a while ago to establish new bases. And now you know where I'm going with this. So given that much time between they left and Naruto at 10 years old, this is a shot in the dark. I'm not being accurate, but I think, if I'm right, they should have 1000, right? Right? Someone down in the comments, if you have that much time and breeding, like if you're trying to save your clan from extinction and you need to breed so much and love that family as well, if you're given that much time to breed and love each other and do all this extra stuff on the side, and yeah, if you have that much time and you need to make that family big as heck, you would have a confident number of 1000, right? It's a shot in the dark. Someone down in the comments tell me. If you're given that much time, would you have 1000? If you had that many Uzumaki members, I would say that would be like 10, 10, like that's like 10 men and another 10 men added on top of that. And they all went in, or no, previously the first 10 went in, then the second one went in, they did their stuff. And then, like, given that much time to breed and all that, then the children grow up, they cross sides, get to know one another, do the process again and again and again with generations. All of these years to breed. So I think that would be a confident 1000 members in Uzumaki, including the elderly. So yeah, I think you would have 1000. Or maybe more, I don't know, I don't care. But yeah, enough about that. So once this has been brought to light, Naruto would estimate that it would be a near 1000 or 1200, depending on when he gets there. But yeah, I'll probably decide the number once I get to actually get Naruto to meet the members. Or actually, you know what? No. Kushina found out that this group of Uzumakis actually split apart from each other. They split out throughout the land of elemental nations. They spread out and went to go do their own stuff. But they made a chakra seal. They made this chakra seal that, like, when someone puts a massive amount of chakra in it, it'll just flare red. It'll fire a red chakra signature, and the chakra seals that they individually have will fire off red, signaling that the Uzumaki must assemble once more, or come back together, back to base. So yeah. Gotta eat. Sorry guys, hang on. Oh, man. Oh, that is some good stuff, man. Chicken noodles or ramen chicken flavored. Ah, best stuff ever. The best noodles that I've had. But yeah, anyways, when Naruto hears of this, he wonders if he can reassemble the Uzumaki once more to bring them back home to their home. And to be Pacific, some of those Uzumaki members are blacksmiths and engineers. And some of the women have already been taught about electric stuff and engineering and also construction building. So they have their fair share of work, 50-50. 50% work for the guys and 50% work for the women. Equal rights in my case. But yeah, uh, so once this happens, Naruto reads the letter intently, looking for anything else. Reading that, um, their Uzumaki home, Uzushigakure, was destroyed. Hoping that Naruto would one day rebuild it to its former glory, if not, even make it better than its former glory, make it better than it once was. So yeah, so yeah. So yeah, Naruto, he does all of this stuff, like researching seals, Fuinjutsu, Fuinjutsu, I think. Yeah, Fuinjutsu. He studies Fuinjutsu very carefully. He is intrigued about it, and he sees that his mother left behind a considerable amount of Uzumaki seals and an Uzumaki jutsu. It's called the Adamantium Uzumaki chains. Adamantium, he's heard of that metal before. It's supposed to be one of the strongest metals that can cut through any other metal. And a dragon seal, or a summoning contract. It's named the Dragon, the King Summon Seal, or aka the Dragon Seal. No, not the Dragon Seal, the Dragon Summoning Contract. She states in the letter that the Dragon Summoning Contract is one of the strongest summons to ever exist. The leader or the boss dragon, the boss dragon, is actually the King Summon. The King Summon. He is the king of all summons. He commands the toads, he commands the slugs and snakes, any other summon he commands. So yeah. So when he hears this, he says, "Oh wow, I think I'll go with this." As he puts chakra in it, as Hiruzen comes in. "Wait, Naruto, no, don't!" As poof, resummoned into the dragon realm. And here's what he sees. And when he summoned reversed, no wait, hang on, reversed summoned to the dragon realm, he sees this on immediate opening his eyes. As you hear like a Shenron, the wishing dragon, Kaido, the strongest dragon in his realm, the dragon realm, where all dragons throughout the multiverse meet in one spot. Shenron, You take that back. I am no less weaker than you are. Kaido. Make me. You want an apology? You can beat me in a battle. Shenron. Oh, you're damn right. I'm gonna beat your ass. As they clash fists, or better yet, clashing hands, as when they do this. And you see both of them just headbutt each other. Hang on, I actually got some sound effects for this. As they clash against one another, as lightning has been heard in the background. As you hear this. Thundering and lightning surrounds everywhere. As you see the clash between Shenron and Kaido. Take it back! Never! So yeah, Kaido and Shenron are having their clash, as Kaido wraps around Shenron and biting him in the back of the neck. Like, if anyone has seen Jurassic Park and you know the Spinosaurus, you know that scene where, like, the Spinosaurus gets the upper hand on the T-Rex and wraps around him and gets on his, like, left side, and he snaps his head around and bites on his neck and snaps it? Well, that's the motion that Kaido did. He snaps around him, biting on the back of his neck. All of a sudden, you hear gigantic flaps of wings coming by as you see this. Kaido, stop this at once. As you see this elder dragon, known as the Universal Dragon. As Kaido realizes who's in front of him, as he immediately lets go of Shenron's neck and bows before him. I'm sorry if I caused you any disturbance. Please forgive me, my king. As I know this is unorthodox of how Kaido would react, but still, you gotta remember this is my universe and my what if. I can change a few things and rules if I want. And it seems a lot of what-ifers seem to forget that in their what-ifs. You don't have to strictly follow the rules. You can change up a few things in here, like what I'm doing. I'm like implanting my character in an avatar of a different character from another show. Like, oh, I can say this guy's me. I can say that this guy's my friend. I can say that this universal dragon that has been living for thousands and thousands and thousands of years is my best buddy, my best friend, my good pal, you know? A lot of what-ifers seem to forget that part about what-ifing. It's a what if. You can change a lot of the stuff in it. It's your own creation and world. My father told me the joy of creation is creating. You create your own story, create your own look out of it. Though my opinion on some what-ifers are a little negative, like what I've been saying about what-ifers, you know, like doing the generic bad guy about the, you know. But yeah, as Kaido bows his head, Shenron immediately getting down on all fours, doing the same thing, bowing his head, touching his forehead to the floor. I'm surprised that you nincompoops can barely even sense our little guest. As they look up saying, huh? Huh? As the dragon lifts up its paw and makes a hand motion. You know, closing its hand into a fist and then pointing, as Kaido and Shenron look towards what he's pointing at as they see Naruto. What's a little brat like you doing in here? As Kaido remarks. Who are you? Saying Shenron. The Elder Dragon Summon King, or the King Elder, states, Young Naruto Uzumaki, I've been expecting you. You have? Why, yes. It was foretold to me in a prophecy that I said that would happen. It's to be stated that the son of the fourth Hokage, or known as the Crimson Flash, would show up here one day, gaining power, strength, and technological advancements. And it seems my fortune-telling was correct. You, young Naruto, have come here for the summoning contract, haven't you? Gaining the sage arts. Yes, I have. I wish to rebuild Uzushigakure, and I can't do that without power. Ah, always with humans, with power and restraint. The one thing about power is it can corrupt. The power can oh my god, I cannot speak to save my life. The power you want can corrupt people. There we go, I said it. Jesus Christ, what is up with my language today? What is up with my English? I am just mixing up my words. Maybe it's because I'm half asleep and I just want to go to bed. Oh my god. God dang it. Ugh. So, alright. I will train you in the Dragon Sage arts, but I will also teach you how to control it. So that one day you will never become cocky like all the rest of our Uzumakis that have come before you. Okay. First off, to gain the power of the sage arts of the dragons, you must understand what you will look like once you activate the sage art of dragon transformation. Dragon transformation? As the king dragon bows its head and a little diamond encrusted on the forehead in between its eyes starts to glow, as it shows off a hologram of this. This is what happened to the last Uzumaki who went in the sage art. This is the dragon transformation, also known as sage art transformation, dragon transformation. Ultimately, dragon scales will cover your body and your body will begin to rip itself to pieces and rebuilding it in dragon form. But once you transform back, everything will go back to normal. There is a pain nullification to this power, so no pain will be felt while transforming back in between dragon art, sage art dragon mode, and human mode. Oh, okay. Anyways, the person you see before you is called. His name was Miyamoto Masashi Uzumaki. Wait. Did, did, did you just say Miyamoto Masashi? Why, yes, I did. Why? Do you have an affiliation with this person? Yes. I met him just 2 days ago. What? Yeah, I met Miyamoto Masashi just 2 days ago. But why does he have the name Uzumaki? I thought his last name was Masashi. Well, young Naruto, he explained why he has three names. The first one was Miyamoto. He explained that the middle one was just a middle one, which he prefers that most people would call him, but if they were super close to him, they can use his real last name, Uzumaki. So his full name is Miyamoto Masashi Uzumaki. But mostly of the time, he prefers people call him Miyamoto Masashi instead of his full name, Miyamoto Masashi Uzumaki. In this form, he had 2,000 times more strength and speed, perception, smell, taste, and eye perception. His skills with the sword were dramatically increased. 200 times, in fact. He can swing a sword faster than the eye can ever perceive, even me. He managed to cut me. Oh, really? Yes, but not as deep as he might have thought. After all, I've lived for 100 trillion years, and I've seen many enemies who've put scratches on me before. And he's not the latest to put a scratch on me. As he shows him a little scar over his eye, a tiny scar over his eye. Although it does have an intriguing factor to it, it won't allow anyone to regenerate the cut. So this cut is permanent on me. A reminder as who challenged me and who managed to put a scratch on me. And as for your training into the dragon arts, you'll be staying here for over 2 trillion years. 2 trillion? I can't live that long. Why are you laughing? This is not a laughing matter. I can't live that long. You can't keep me here. Foolish little human, you seem to forget. This space-time in between universes and existence, our little dimension is domain. Where we are in the center of the multiverse. This portal that you came through transported you to the center of the multiverse. And this is where all dragons reside. I was the very first creation of the almighty creator himself. Don't try to say his name. It's in an ancient language that no one can understand but me and me alone. But for some people, they call him God. Some people actually look up to him as that. But he is no God. He doesn't want to be reminded as one. In fact, he'd rather be reminded as a puppet controlling person. He's created multiple bodies and multiple bodies to control throughout his mind space. And I myself do not know most of his identities and most of these puppets he's created. But I do know that some of his puppets are more powerful than any other person in most of their universes. His puppets are extraordinarily quick and fast, with overpowered skills that can be unmatched by anyone. So yeah. So when this happens, Naruto would say, "When will you be starting my training?" Now. Wait, what? As a portal opens. Ah! Oh wait, hang on. Ow! And if y'all heard that, that was me slapping my leg for the effect of, hitting the ground. But yeah, as he falls in front of this dragon. Hello, human. It seems that you are the first of many to be my student. Uh, who are you? My name is irrelevant. I'll tell you if you are worthy enough to know it. Uh, well, um, anyway, what are we here to train on? We are here to train on your mind. I'm the wisest here. Well, besides the King Dragon. He's the wisest, but he just chooses not to be as active as others. He has taught me many things throughout my life that I'd never known. He's taught me many things about humans and mortals, about their selfish desires, and anything else that I need to know when facing humans. But you, it seems, he has taken a liking to you, boy. Really? Yes, yes, yes. Enough about that. Anyways, we are here to teach you everything that there is to know about the dragon. Ways of things. Ah, okay. So, yeah, we skip 100 years. So, yeah, 100 years go by. Naruto is extremely humble. Like, he is chill. Like he's full on chill. And he is super smart. Since this dragon has seen technology and everything else, he's sort of like a little bit of an inventor, I guess. Like he loves to create little articulative little gizmos and gadgets, as he would put it. Great little one. And it seems I have taken a liking to you as well. Really? Yes. You are quite adaptive to your surroundings, as through some of the tests that I put you through. Rewind a little bit ago. As Naruto was placed inside of a burning forest, and he must decide what to do. As Naruto figures out something, he says, "Water jutsu. Great tsunami." He slaps his hand on the floor, and a gigantic tsunami of water comes flashing down on the forest, cooling it off or putting the fire out, and also watering the plants in the surrounding area in a way. Little while ago. Great job, Naruto. You've taken a great risk in doing this. You could have risked flowing away all life using that jutsu, but you used it in such an articulative way that it would protect the forest and also water a few of the plants that I had. Colored me impressed, Naruto. Your training is coming well. But sadly, it is your time to go to your next trainer. He is going to train you in your physical attributes. Physical? But no, no, no buts. You are going to train your body, and that is that. As he lands on his feet, as he hears like a crumble, crumble, clank, clank, ding, ding, clank, ding, dang, clank, rumble, dang, clink, clang, as he looks up. I, I am your trainer. As you know from one of my brethren, I am going to teach you on your physical attributes, your physical body, and your limitations. We're going to work on your durability and stamina. Wow, you're gigantic. Uh, yes. As you see this right here, that's a gold ring, I guess, in a way. Sort of? I don't know. But that is how big Naruto is to him. That's how big he is. So yeah. So as Naruto begins to work out, the dragon asking that if he can do how many he can do. He says that he can do 50. He says in a dark tone, by the time we're done, you'll be able to do 200 of every of those workouts instead of 50. As he gulps. If you can hear it, yeah. I'm gonna start attributing more like sound effects for what referencing is. So yeah. So after this, hang on guys, gotta eat my noodles before they go full on cold. Be right back. Well, I managed to eat most of it, but yeah. Anyways, back to the thing. So this dragon has been flicking him, or like poking him with his claws to see his density and muscle, seeing if his claw will draw blood, and if it doesn't, he'll try put extra force, and if it does draw blood, he is weak. If he like puts in full force and he doesn't bleed, well then he's ready for the next one. Skip to about 500 years later. 500 years later, we skip to this dragon putting his full force into Naruto, trying to poke a hole in his skin. So yeah. So yeah. As Naruto is having a full-on combat experience with this dragon, as the dragon is swipes Naruto away, like slapping him away. He slams into this like little arc, like right here. He slams in. The dragon is looking around for Naruto. All of a sudden, Naruto jumps on the wall, and then he pushes with his feet, and then pop, bam, right in the cheek as the dragon turns his head just to look. As pow, right in the cheek, sending the dragon's head smashing into the other wall. I can't remember what they're called, stalactites or stalagmites or whatever the hell they're called, stalactites or something. But those things that hang off of caves, you know, on the roof of caves, they hang down. As some of those come down and smash into the dragon's scales, breaking on impact but causing some damage. But yeah. Hang on, gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I just came from downstairs because someone is already in the bathroom and I have an extra toilet downstairs. But yeah, enough about that. But yeah, when Naruto. So, this dragon is having a battle with Naruto. The dragon has pretty good sensing abilities, but still. They're having an all-out battle. And Naruto finally gets the jump on him. He jumps down from a height that should be considered very lethal to a human, but for him, as he beats the dragon says, "You are now ready for your next stage." Oh, really? What is it? It is now the time for your dragon abilities. And the next dragon to help you understand them will train you in each and every one of them. With each of the contracts that are signed by the Uzumakis, they are taught about the dragon faction abilities. Oh, okay. Alright then. Well, see you. You can open the portal now. As he starts waving his finger around in a circle, and a portal opens, revealing this guy. Ah, I see. You are my student. You are here to learn about the dragons and all of the abilities you will gain with the contract. Yes. I was told by the previous dragon. Ah, yes. My little brother. Yeah? Wait, he is your little brother? Yes. Yes, he is. He is all about combat and war. But to you, he sees you as a son, and I see you as a son as well. So I will teach you everything that there is about the abilities and how to gain them. I'll teach you everything that there is about the dragon abilities. Okay, cool. So yeah. Hang on, gotta drink some water, clear my throat. So yeah, as alright, Naruto Uzumaki. My name is Degan. Degan. That is my name. Your name is Degan? Yes, that is my name, Degan. I've learned everything that there is about the dragons and what their abilities could be or what their potential abilities could have been. So yeah. So yeah. First off, Naruto. The first ability that you should have is regeneration, or some form of regeneration. Here, as he puts out a claw and cuts him, since his claws are more condensed and more sharper than his younger brother. Ow! Was that really necessary? Yes, to see if you have the dragon ability of regeneration. As you see the cut immediately starting to heal, starting to regenerate faster than the cut could be announced. Yes. The regeneration is working as it should. It's working as fast as I can cut that piece of skin open. As soon as I cut it, it starts to close right back up as soon as I cut it and leave it alone. like imagine like touching your skin, and as you start moving, something right behind your finger is closing up as you're moving your finger. And when you take your hand off of it, it closes right up after your finger leaves it. So yeah, that's what happens. So yeah. All right. You should have super strength and speed, yes, since you battled with my little brother. Yes, I have super increased speed and strength and perception, taste, sight, and hearing. Ah, so you already have all of these factions. Well, I'm gonna help you in increasing those factions and making sure that no one can sneak up on you. So yeah. Mhm. So yeah, Naruto. These are some of the abilities that you already have, yes? Yeah, I already have them. Alright then, this makes it 10 times easier. So yeah, as Naruto, Naruto, we spend about 100 years or more, like upgrading his stats and all that, increasing his muscles, replacing his human muscles with dragon muscles. And this muscle in this dragon is equivalent to 1 billion humans. Even a single strand of a muscle fiber is equivalent to 100 humans. So yeah. So all it takes is about like one strand of muscle from a dragon to give superhuman strength of a dragon. But since he's taken contract of the dragons, since he's dragons, his entire body is filled with the strongest strands of dragon. The strongest strand of muscle from every dragon, including the dragon King Summon. That one outlaces every single part of his body with the other strands of muscle underneath that one. As like the king dragon is 10 times bigger than this guy. I showed you the picture. So yeah. So after that, Naruto tests out his strength. He tests out the strength and he can lift a mountain. He can lift a mountain with one hand without even trying. Super speed, he can appear from one side on top of a mountain in a minute. He can breathe fire. He can breathe fire from his mouth without transforming. His super sense is so sensitive. He can sense anything within 100 miles away. His sight, he can see up to half a mile. His sight, he can see half a mile. His smell is so good he can smell something from 100 miles away. His hearing, same thing, 100 miles. The closer it gets, the more louder and louder it gets. So yeah, when that happens, Naruto does all this stuff. And yeah, well, my phone is starting to get to 40%, and I don't want to go any lower, and I think I'm gonna download some pictures. So, unfortunately, this is where I'm gonna have to leave it off. Is training for becoming a dragon summoner. Next part, hopefully I'll tackle the Uzumaki and technology stuff. For this video to get to part 2 will be 20 likes, 1 comment, and tell me why should I continue this? Why do you like it? What do you like about it? Around the dragon part and the Uzumaki part. Tell me. You want me to continue this? Tell me in the comment. What part did you like about it? I was sloppy at the beginning because like I said I didn't know what I was thinking. I was just sleepy and tired. But once I started getting into it, I started caring more. I wanted to like get this what if done pretty quick, but not too quick. I was trying to take my time with it. But yeah, down in the comments, tell me how I did. Did I do good? I hope I did. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.